hang on a sec. I'm having celebratory mulled wine. I now got this yesterday from Aldi. A festive winter warmer crafted with rich and spicy flavours of ginger and cinnamon. And oh my God, I've just tried it and it's really, really nice. And I think they were only like £3 for a bottle. So I do highly recommend. But anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are just joining me now, please do hit the subscription button. I'm starting a new series, I think. I was thinking of starting it in the new year, but I'm going to do it now because I'm too excited and there's something that I want to talk about. And the series is called Let's Talk About. So my video is going to be on how sound affects us. You know, if sound can heal, then what else can it do? There was a quote that I found and it said, if you want to find the secret of the universe, think in terms of frequency, vibration, and energy. And that was by Nikola Tesla. We all operate at a certain frequency. How does us hearing other frequencies, or whether we hear it or not, which I'll get to later, how can those frequencies have an effect on us? The world and universe is based on frequency and vibration. Now, frequency and vibration equals sound. That is what everything is based on. I don't know whether anyone remembers the physics lessons where we were told that like even the table that we were like writing on our desk, that was giving off a vibration or a frequency. Now, bear in mind, frequency can be seen, but we can't perceive it. The human eye, one second, let me do a quick Google so that I know I'm getting it right, okay. The entire rainbow of radiation observable to the human eye only makes up a tiny portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. That is about 0.00035% of visible light that we can see. So what you perceive in the material physical world ain't shit. Let's just do the math here. There's a lot going on that we can't see. Things that travel through us, things that affect us that we can't physically perceive. Our body, the organs in our body, they all work on coordinated rhythms. So they're constantly communicating and they are in sync to keep us alive through these rhythms. Now, what else has that in common? Sound. Music. It's coordinated rhythms all put together. There is two primary rhythms we as humans use, which is the God, I think I did another video where I couldn't say this word. Respiratory system, respiratory, and the heart rate. They're very receptive to music because that's how we communicate with the music. So you know when like they talk about BPM and like beats per minute in music, see the resemblance there. A low frequency wave is associated with delta waves. So for example, help you to relax or help with sleep. So essentially lowering the frequency. Higher frequencies, they essentially boost your brain activity and put you into a gamma state. Now, these types of frequencies are known for helping with things like your memory, how alert you are, how you focus and stuff like that. And then whether it's low or high, it can have a different effect. Now, there are studies done which actually show that particular frequencies can really help with physical pain. Shamanism, they use the drum, and the drum is supposed to represent the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Shamanism translates into those who walk through the fire, and then those who have walked through it can provide these like basically magical healing powers. Now, they say that when you hear the drum in a certain way, which represents Mother Earth, it helps you to connect to Mother Earth, connect to the universe, and connect with yourself because everything's linked. Now, the drum is said to trigger a trance. So how do different sounds make you feel, or how does different music make you feel? Because when we say different music or different genres, they all use different frequencies. So this is how this all links. Different sound frequencies have been used through ancient times, and it can be found in ancient texts, all the rest, mate. Let's go back a bit through history because I found something that was very, very interesting. Standard music tends to operate at 440 hertz. And there's been debate about standardising the music between 417 and 470. In Mozart's day, Every instrument was designed to operate at 432. Just to quickly draw on that and to compare how interesting this is, 432 is the frequency which naturally tunes you to the universe. It is a cosmic number related to sacred geometry that provides deep relaxation. 432 is seen in ancient structures, pyramids of Giza. Don't all roads lead back to them pyramids, mate? Now, when you use a ratio of 1 to 432,000, the pyramids accurately measure our planet's dimensions and our location in the universe. How does this link in with the 440? After Mozart's age, the Rockefeller industry. Now, if anyone doesn't know who these people are, they basically run the world. They had an interest in adopting the 440 hertz frequency for a standardised approach to music that we all consume as part of a war on consciousness. A war on consciousness. That doesn't sound quite right to me. We skip to Nazi Germany. Frank Goebbels, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but I kind of remember him from my history lessons. He decided from their findings that all music in Nazi Germany would operate at 440 hertz because the frequency had the ability to control how people think. Basically, to get people to think in a certain way, which suited Nazi Germany. The frequency itself has now been labelled Satan's tone or the Luciferian frequency. Personally, I think that's quite interesting that frequency was the one that throughout history has dominated what we listen to and what those in power want us to listen to because of the effect it has, but it shows that we can be controlled in more ways than we know. That you could literally be being controlled and not know it. Here's an example of how you might not know. 19 hertz. It is known as the sound of terror. It is below the threshold of human hearing. So although the frequency is played, you can't hear it. It gives you the feelings of discomfort, fear and dread. And I did read somewhere that, was it the US military or something, used this frequency in a riot to get everyone to stop. And basically people were urinating, basically pissing their pants. So they couldn't hear it, but the frequency was having a physical effect on them and they were terrified. It suggests that whether you hear a frequency or not, there's frequencies around us. I can't hear them, I can't see them, but they're having an effect. Now, research has also suggested that 19 hertz is the ghost frequency. So many people that have been operating in the past with this frequency have reported they have been able to see the supernatural, or they've been able to see orbs. When you sometimes see an orb go past, one man reported grey blobs, basically seeing things that he couldn't usually see. There are frequencies which operate at that similar of a level to the human body that it can overpower it. A bit like 19 hertz, but in a different way, disturb the human body. So for example, earthquakes, some machinery, storms. In terms of emotion, it does show you that certain things can make you feel a certain way. For example, anger is the frequency of 150 hertz. There was a study done actually, which you'll find quite interesting. Psychologists did research on the most annoying sounds. They did it on 13 healthy participants and they tested 72 or 75 different sounds on them. The thing is, when I'm saying them, it will go through you at the fore. So a knife being scraped on a bottle, absolutely not. A fork on a glass, similar. See, it makes my teeth go funny thinking about it. Chalk on a chalkboard. My teeth right now. Do you get me? A baby crying and brakes on a bike. Then they found that the least unpleasant sounds was water flowing, a baby laughing, flowing stream. How nice, Sit back, listen to the stream, flowing water. It's gorgeous, yeah? Then you've got chalk on a chalkboard. What makes it unpleasant. What makes a sound good or bad? Activity in the amygdala increases and it takes over the auditory part of your brain. So basically this causes a spike in emotional activity and it heightens your perception to annoying sounds. So then you associate emotion with different frequencies and different ways that you perceive sound. The amygdala takes over the auditory part that's hearing it and influences your reaction to that sound. So basically, although sound can have very healing effects, it can also do the opposite, and it is proven it can control how we think. I don't think it's surprising that there's things that we can't see with the 0.00035 percentage of light that we can. You know, come on. God knows what's happening around me right now. There might be like little elves having a party for Christmas. Probably sipping me more wine, eh? A way that I would prove, because it's happened to me, and this is why I've done this video, because I've actually felt this happen. Now, there's two frequencies that I listen to a lot. It's 432 and 528. Now, 528 is known as the love frequency. It's found in everything: DNA, plants. It's in water. And 432, so that was the one I said about before, naturally tuning yourself to the universe. It is basically found through ancient history. It's been so common. It is basically just a sound of peace, love, everything that is great in the world. The feeling that you get, so when I listen to these, there's some of them that when they play, you instantly feel at peace. Because think about what it's doing to you. It sounds good from what we can perceive it, but the feeling that you get is crazy. Some of them I listen to and I just have the urge to just cry, and I'm not sad. It's not a feeling of sadness. It's as if it's like healing me. I've been listening on my Spotify to a 528 hertz song, banger mate, you know, just like the sound. And then obviously because it's on shuffle or whatever, like a normal song will come on after. I've had my headphones on and I'm like, I take them off. It actually shocks me to the core, like it, and I think, what's that? Honestly, it's mental. Like all the music we listen to, it's as if we're not meant to be listening to it. Don't notice it because we've become so used to that, and it's mainstream and everyone listens to it, you know, top of the charts, big UK top 40 and all of that, mate. Don't get me wrong, I still do listen to normal music. I'm not saying I don't listen to normal music. So I did read about this, and there was this psychologist that basically said it will send your brain a message that this is uncomfortable, stop. Because of the state you've just been in, when you hear the ones that are not really very good for you, it's like, oh. Do you ever hear people that say, like, you know, they've eaten so clean for ages? Let's say they think, do you know what, I'm going to treat myself to a Mackey's, and they do, and it actually just knocks them sick. They can't eat it because they're not used to putting that source of like processed horrible foods into your body. When you switch from one thing to another, those extremes can show you like what is good and what is bad. Go and listen to a healing frequency. I would say choose 528 or 432. Just type it on YouTube or Spotify. If you want to properly see what I mean, I'd play it for like 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't even need to be longer than that. Just play it for that. And then play a song that is like mainstream, or a song that you usually listen to. You will understand what I mean, where you get that feeling of, I'm not meant to be listening to that. You just do. When you just do that switch. And I think doing that switch can really show you the benefits that sounds can have. So I'm going to make some suggestions. There are a group of frequencies known as I'm going to maybe insert it in text here because I don't know how you say it, as the Solfeggio frequencies, and they all do different things. I'm actually going to be making a playlist of frequencies to listen to. I am actually going to maybe put it in the description. So you've got 174, which relieves pain and stress. Now think about it in terms of these numbers. That's like a lower frequency than say 432. Lower frequencies operate in delta waves, and it puts you into a delta state, so that can be used positively to influence you in terms of improving your sleep and relaxation. Then you've got 285, which is proven to heal tissue and organs. You can quite literally listen to a frequency that will heal you physically. Now another example, 528, which physically heals your DNA. Then you've got 417, which is said to facilitate change. 528 is also included. You've got 639, which helps you to reconnect and rebuild relationships. Then you've got 852, we've jumped up quite a bit here, which is said to reconnect you to the spiritual order. Last but not least, we have the frequency of the gods. The frequency of the gods. I genuinely just think the world would be a better place if we were all listening to the frequencies that we are meant to be absorbing. It really does help you to operate at a higher vibrational state. I'm going to do a little test on music genres, okay? They've done things where, like, you know, psychological experiments, haven't they? I remember doing one at A level where they were talking about how different types of music activate different parts of your brain. So, for example, classical music, it increases your concentration and memory, so that's why it's sort of associated with when you're studying for exams, you should study to classical music. Let's play some bangers, yeah? It's like the music that they use in a sad film when someone's dying. In fact, that track was called Cry. It was actually called Cry. So do you see? It's making you feel a certain way. Okay.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection, lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. Loves me like you want me and all my loving.
Did you see the complete euphoria and joy that I was feeling to that? Get you in the festive spirit, do you see? And it's actually called Holly Jolly Time. That is what I was having right there, I'll tell you that. Apologies guys for my examples. I'm having to use royalty-free, no copyright music so that no one comes for me, because apparently Ariana Grande owns one of my videos. 2022's coming. You've got this far through it, you're clearly interested. Make a New Year's resolution to play my playlist and get into different healing sounds, and I can guarantee you it will impact your life. You will be more productive, you will think clearer, you'll be able to remain calmer, you will speak clearly and calm, even about things, for example, there's certain things I struggle to speak about and I can get quite defensive or angry. And so the last few weeks, I've really gone back to listen to these frequencies, and I noticed that whenever I'm speaking about it now, I'm doing it in such a way that is calm, collected, and people will actually hear me. Your concentration will be better. Your sleep will be better. Listen to them before you go to bed. Your DNA and organs repaired in an instant. Be revitalised. It's a new year. Go and whack them on, mate. You've got nothing to lose. Thank you very, very much for watching my video. I really, really do appreciate it. And if you want something a bit more light-hearted, go and have a look at mine and my dad's Guess the Teabag Challenge. Comedy gold, mate. Go and whack it on. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And have a lovely Christmas.